Hey, so this video is about my brother's fake silver collection. So, he thought he got a deal from some hobo. Comes to show me the coins, and I'm like, nope. These are all fake. Now, I got one real one here to compare to Silver Eagle. Okay. Now, I just want to help you guys out in case you guys ever encounter anything like this. Maybe you could tell a little bit the difference. Now, what I see here mostly as a major difference is all these coins show like wear, but the wear, it's like not right. It's not consistent. Like this coin, you can see they try to make it look old and used, yet all the words on it are very clear. See the United States, the pluribus, like the year, it's, if you look at it up close, it's very clear. Right there, 1901. And a coin is just not supposed to be that clear if it's this worn out. Like the whole thing you see here, they made it look like it's all scratched up, like it's been used, it's been worn. It's like a used coin. And then here, they basically try to make it look like they scratched it. They've scratched to clean it. And they scratched it like here or something, right? But if it was scratched all around here, like polished, it should be polished here too, like everywhere. Like it's usually non-discriminatory. It's like the whole thing just gets polished, And this coin is like a coin from 1880 that like you would not be able to see the year that clearly and have it be, in something that's been polished and used, right? Now, if it was like bullion quality, I mean, not bullion quality, like collector's quality that's like uncirculated, then it wouldn't have been like scratched up. Like nobody would have done this to the coin, like try to clean it with like abrasives. That makes it look all scratched. So this coin, when you look at it, it's supposed to be a used coin, so it's supposed to be worn more than this. And I think they try to make it look worn because when it's worn, it's a little more difficult to tell because, when it's not worn, when it's like bullion, it's, it keeps a bullion shape and the weight should be perfect and everything about it is like, I think it might be a little easier to tell. You could look into the fine detail under, like when you look up close into it, you see a lot of details of it. When in here, you can't see any detail. If you look at like the wings here, there's just like little lines. But, that's why they want to make it look used so that, that's why the detail wouldn't be there, is because it's all just been worn out over time. But yet, how can all that be worn out? But the year, all the wording is, clearly visible. Everything that's in words is clearly visible. So, well, I don't have my scale here, but the scale was off. But I mean, these are not really exactly announced anyway. They're not supposed to be. So if you don't know that, you're not going to be weighing them because you don't really know the weight. You have to know the weight. But this is like the magnet test I would talk about. If you put a neodymium magnet on it, look, it just drops. It's like it doesn't stick, it doesn't repel, but it just, you let it go and it just drops, like no resistance at all. And you will notice that if you put real silver or at least copper, it's like a smooth drop. It doesn't fall all at once. See, it takes like a full second to drop, whereas on a fake coin that's not like either gold or silver or certain metals, it just drops. Now it could still be copper, for example, but then there's a more substantial weight difference between what it should be and what actual silver is. So, you want to look at multiple factors. So here you look at multiple factors. You look at the wear pattern on it, it's just not correct. Like someone that actually collects silver, like myself, like I didn't need to do any tests. I just look at it and I'm like, okay, this is fake. Just from the way you see them, it's just not right. But someone that, if you don't know it, like this font is just, I don't know I haven't seen a real one of these coins, but I know that this is not the right font. Like, it's like the words are just, I don't see them writing words like in that manner, and the $1 part is just, look, it says in God we, and then the other side says trust, and the trust barely fits. It's like on the read, it's so far out. Like they wouldn't do that. The part that says in God we trust, look, it's always gonna be like neatly in the corner of the coin or on the side or something. It's not, they're not just gonna put it like one half here, one half there, and then have it like over gapping. Like that's not how they make these coins, Look at this one too. And this one down here, it says in God we trust, but there's like a big gap between in and God and we and trust. It's like, why would they put such a big gap in between each word? It doesn't make sense. And then all the rest, doesn't have any of those gaps. It's all like what you would, I guess this is more regular. But you really want to look at that. I mean, first of all, don't buy coins from like, somebody just walks up to you and like tells you like, yo man, I got some coins for you, man. Come on, man, I'll give you good price. You're not gonna get a good price. And see, these are, you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins, no 10 coins here, and they're all fake. So I told them, let me show them for demonstration here. Look, this one actually, I think this is oh no, I thought this one that it was actually sticking to it, so that would be even worse if it just sticks to the metal. But I guess it was just a little stapler there that it was sticking to. So the final way that I was, because I was talking about all these ways I knew was fake, but then also in the end you could always tell I have the acid that you drop on it and it'll burn a little mark on it. It was on one of these coins, I think this one. It's got like a little brown part. So that was from me. I dropped the acid and it burned it. So obviously these are all fake. You can always tell from the acid test. Also, if you had like any type of scan, you would see it. So you want to be careful, like especially if you're just new to silver, just buy from reputable sources like bullion dealers with websites, get bullion, become familiar with it, and then you won't get scammed. Like the only people that will get scammed by this type of fake silver is people that are just not used to dealing with silver. So if you're not used to it, sometimes you're just lazy to make all these tests to really look deeply in the thing. Especially what they'll do is they'll try to rush you. They'll be like, yo man, like try to make it like really quick sale. Be like, hey, I gotta go, but you want these? I'll give you a good deal. They'll try to make it fast. I actually had one guy once pulled up next to me on a car. I guess he just does it to random people. He pulled up next to me in a car. He's like, hey man, look, I'm in a real bind, man. I need $100. And I'm, and I'm walking down the street. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you $100. And he's like, come on, man, yo, look, it's my wife left me. I just need some gas right now. I'm gonna go to my, I don't know, he gave me some sort of story. But he's like, but look, man, I'll give you these coins. These are my silver coins. And he just pulled out like a bunch of coins, put them in my hand. He's like, look, man, this is my silver, I can't sell these. I wouldn't sell these. These are worth way more. But I just really need the money right now. So here, you got my silver, man. There's no problem. And I was like, this shit ain't silver. This ain't silver. You know, I know they'll do those things with gold, but see, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to rush you. They're trying to rush you into just like you just see it looks just close enough to silver, and if you don't know any better, you just get all excited. So you just buy it. You just say, like, here, give me, you know, for $100 you get like 20 ounces of silver or something, like some crazy deal, and you know, then you know, you give the guy the money right away. He leaves, and then you finally get to look at it. You know, or you're all excited like my brother. Go show your brother, and then you know, me being calm, look at it, like it's just so obvious that it's fake. So always be careful when dealing with gold and silver. Don't be in a rush. Buy things carefully. One thing that you could do too is smell it. And this actually works. You could smell the coins. If it smells like crap, if it smells like nasty, it's fake. When it's real silver, it doesn't smell. It's not an offensive smell, and that's because silver is antibacterial. So the bacteria on it dies. So that's why it doesn't smell. But other metals, when you know that are not antibacterial here, you know, all the dealing with it with your hands, touching, sweating, that gets bacteria on it, it starts to stink. You smell it and it stinks. These real silver doesn't stink. So that's actually one also pretty practical tool that you could do right away. Just smell it. If it doesn't smell good, you know, if it's smell like, you know, like someone's dirty underwear, then that you don't want to buy that. It has to smell. It has to be like no smell, almost like silver. It just doesn't smell. It's not an offensive smell. You can keep it on your nose all day. If it's repulsive, then it's not. Okay. So hope this helped you guys out. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here. So if you like the content, please subscribe. Talk to you next time.